Hi there, welcome today. I'm really super excited that you're here. We have Kat Koo today. She has a yoga studio in Chicago, and she's going to talk about living in the present moment. But first, I want to mention to you our book within. Kat contributed to this book. This is #1 bestseller in yoga, meditation, and alternative therapies. And I want you to go out and get the book, page 54, and read the rest of the conversation really with Kat. So, Kat, it's wonderful that you're here. I'm glad that you're able to make time, and I really want to just jump in and talk about really the art of living in the present moment. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Michael.
Yeah, yeah. So there's three things that I know that you like to talk about what it really means to live in the present moment. Can you tell the listeners what those are?
Absolutely. I think that three things that can really help people live in the present moment are to be able to hold a high vision for yourself, to remain humble, and which means also accepting yourself exactly as you are and treating yourself with loving kindness. And lastly, practicing gratitude. And those three tools can really help.
So let me ask you, how does somebody hold a high vision?
Sometimes when people are with themselves, they have thoughts that say, I can't do this, I can't do that, and they create barriers for themselves. Sometimes we are the ones standing in our own way from accomplishing whatever it is that we want to accomplish or achieve in our lives. Or
Mm,
even if there isn't something you want to accomplish, achieve, sometimes we are in our own way of being who we truly are.
yeah.
So, the first tip I have for people is to allow yourself to hold a high vision for yourself, even if you don't fully believe it yet. In time, that'll change,
Yeah.
and allow yourself to live as that person.
Yeah. So while doing that, how do we stay humble and practice radical acceptance of ourselves?
Yes, so there is a balance. You must practice both sides of the coin. So you don't dive into the deep end and, veer into narcissism.
Mhm.
There's also the other part of it where you accept yourself as you are. So say you're not quite you're on your way, but say, for example, using the analogy of somebody who comes in for a regular yoga practice then stops for a year or two because they get busy with life or with work, and then they restart their yoga practice. Oftentimes, that person comes in and they beat themselves up
Mm.
over not being able to do something that they were able to do in the past. And so, part of remaining humble and accepting yourself where you are is the practice of self love and self acceptance.
Yeah.
So, saying, This is where I am today, and it is good. And
Yeah.
I'm happy with where I am today, and it's perfect.
Yeah. Nice. And can you jump a little bit into really gratitude as a miracle maker?
Absolutely. Gratitude is one of the easiest ways for people to access the present moment. Not just saying the words to be thankful, but to really feel it, to really feel thankful for something. It's one of the quickest ways to shift your perception of the world around you. Even just if you were to just sit and take a moment and take everything in around you and just feel heartfelt gratitude for as many things in your life in that moment as you can. And you are present with that feeling and you open your eyes, you'll notice that the entire energy of yourself, your interaction with the world around you starts to change. And
Mm.
quite often it's a dramatic shift.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. And just very briefly, um, can you talk about what it means to be on a yoga mat and living in the present moment?
Well, being on a yoga mat, you practice all of those things in the present moment. Um, because we're hatha yoga teachers, we use the physical body to bring union body, mind, soul. So that in the
Mhm.
first instance, you're just being aware of how your body feels at that moment in time. You're aware of your breathing. Later, you might start to build awareness of your consciousness and the thoughts and perceptions, feelings that you have. And still later, you might be able to find stillness and remember who you really are at that moment while you're practicing.
Yeah, I love it. So, for those that are listening, to hear Kat's really full discussion, training, and lesson on the art of living in the present moment, jump on over to innerpoint.com. You'll see that the link here below, and really become a member and dive in not only to Kat's training, but all the other expert authors training as well. Again, all the authors from within are going to be there. We're going to have trainings from each and every one, and there may be some new ideas and insights that you get as a result of not only listening to Kat's training, but all of them. So jump on over now. Any final thoughts, Kat?
No, just I'm happy you have me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great having you.